For it is that time. It is time for Happy Hour with the Lincoln. Let me give the official cheers to all my good trading friends out there. I do hope you are doing well. I hope you are surviving because this is one wacky market. And I know for a lot of you, you're seeing this for the first time or you're still experiencing this since October and you're going through this gamut of emotions, fear, anxiety, indecision, panic, whatever it may be. It doesn't make a difference. If this could be one of the very best trading opportunities that may come along in a while. And you need to be able to maximize this, especially if trading is something that you want to be able to do. So if you guys are struggling with this, you need some help trying to make sense of this market, understand what's going on, where the right parts are to buy, to sell, and do all that good stuff. Take a moment, visit thelincolnlist.com, click on the trade room tab, and you can start trading with us right away. Now the question I'm going to talk about today, which was the bulk of questions I got this week. I'm not even going to post them up because it was a theme from start to finish, and I still get them. And that is, when is this market going to stop selling off? Now, I can understand for a lot of you because, like I said, this might be the first time that you're witnessing something like this and you don't understand what's happening. And then you're going to trusted sources or what you think is trusted sources such as financial media. You're reading Investors Business Daily, watching CNBC or whoever you follow on social media. And the mentality still, no matter where you go, the herd mentality, of course, there'll be some rogues like we like to call them out there, but the herd mentality is people are still trying to fish for a bottom in this market. Now, at the close of business Friday, the market closed under a significant level on the daily chart. There is nothing right now whatsoever, and trust me, this is stock market trading. Anything can happen at any time. You may wake up to the biggest bull market, turn around and go to all-time highs on Monday. I've seen everything. I don't rule out anything whatsoever. But every single indicator that is used by mankind outside of common sense right now is pointing to more selling. Now, maybe there's a rally for a shorter period of time, but it's still this overweighing bear market. Now, what does this mean and why am I saying it this way? Is because hopium is being smoked by the kilos out there right now. Just continuing to be, because what's happening is when you find yourself in a situation like this, and you're constantly trying to fish out bottoms, and you're constantly trying to reach out there and grab articles or grab social media people or grab people that have the same type of agenda and have the same type of thought that you do, you, my friends, are hoping. Now, I've been in this situation before. Now, I want to try to clarify what I'm calling, because hopers are dopers, and they just don't make any money. Now, let me clarify what hoping means. We all have hope. Like when you get into a trade, it doesn't matter. We all have hope. You know, if you buy a stock, you hope it goes up, right? You have a level of hope, but you're basing that hope off of a certain analysis or something that you're seeing or witnessing or that you have done through experience, right? That makes sense. So it's okay to have that kind of hope. But there's this fine line where that hope shifts into like you're just psychotic. You're just blind. You're not thinking anymore because you're kind of, let's say, over hoping, for the lack of a better phrase. I'm sure most of you know what the hell I'm trying to say. But you're reaching this where you don't have an analysis anymore. You don't have a reason to be in a trade anymore. You just are hoping. And what you're seeing right now is this continuous news articles still trying to search for what stock is good to buy. What do you need to buy a stock that's in a market that's going down every day? You can short sell stocks if you want to. And if you guys don't like short selling, you can buy inverse ETFs such as SQQQ, SDOW. You can buy those that are inverse to the market if that's what you want to do. So if you have to buy something, buy that. Now, again, that doesn't mean that we're not going to see short-term rallies or there won't be bounce points. But I want to highlight this because this is one of the big reasons that got me out of Amateurville, newbieville, loserville 20 years ago to where I'm at now. And that was ditching the hope and the biases and understanding that the most important thing is not the noise. It's what are you seeing with your eyes right now? What is it telling you right here? What are you seeing If you guys read charts or analysis or been doing this, what do you see? What is this market telling you right now? If you ignore that, you will be severely punished. I mean, severely punished. And that's all that you're seeing is this endless amount of hope. Now think of it this way. We've all been in this situation before where you kind of find yourself in this trade that isn't really working, right? Let me try to explain it this way. And you might take the route of social media or read articles about it or Google search it, this stock, and try to get on some Yahoo message boards or whatever is the hip thing right now. And you realize what you're doing there is you're not trying to develop a legitimate argument between your bias and the stock that you're trading. What you're really doing is you're looking for people that agree with you, that can assure you and justify what you're doing or you're ignoring. And if you have to go to that route, I swear to you, if you've got to go to that route, you ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it. Because here's what a trader does and how a trader does things for a living. Because we all have hope. Like I said, I hope too. I have biases to some extent. But I formulate an idea based on what it's telling me. And the market's telling me right now that every single bounce in anything needs to be shorted in most cases. All right. There's going to always be a few different ones out there. But in most cases, you know who it is. You short that stock. That's where your value, that's where your money is. Now, it's not going to be like that, right? It's not going to continue to be like that forever. And I'm aware that at some point, this type of bias that I have in my mind, this type of strategy that I formulated will no longer be valid because at some point, the market will stop selling and it'll become the flip side to that. It will become the time to buy any stock that goes down because that's how it was a couple months ago. That's how it was for the last couple of years. Buy any stock to go down. That's where the value is because they continue to bounce. But we're in a different environment. So what I'm trying to say to you guys, as clear as I can be, one of the biggest shifts in my career that really started to benefit me was when I trusted myself. You know, and I'm sure most of you who are watching this have an idea of what it is you want to do with trades. You have a strategy. You're trading stocks right now, probably. And you know what it is you're looking for. And there's this little trader devil, whatever, on your shoulder that lets you know when this is probably a bad idea or lets you know that this trade you got into, well, it's not working, right? And there comes that line where you get the warning signs, but for some reason you allow your hope and your biases towards that stock outweigh what is happening in your mind. So again, when I enter a trade, I'm hopeful that it will work out to an extent. You know, if I buy a stock, I hope the damn thing does go up. But there becomes a say I'm in it for, based on my strategy, things usually work out 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So if I'm in it 6 hours later, the next day or the day after that, and it's still going down, you know, I need to ditch that hope. Like, okay, now you're just hanging on because you don't want to take the loss. It's not a matter of knowing it's going up or down or it's a good trade or it's a bad trade. Now it's just a matter of in your mind, I don't want to accept it. I'm unwilling to step up to the plate, accept this and move on to the next trade and try to get the hell out of this. That right there, that's what kills the new guy, the new gal, the new trader. That's what hurts you. Acting like that, letting that emotion. So when we talk about emotion too, that's what we mean. It's not just getting upset that something didn't work out or getting mad because trades don't work out fast enough. It's the emotional burden of changing your mind, of running you through this and trying to make excuses for a stock. And you can't do that because if you lose money, that stock is not going to send you a check, you know, if you're an Apple lover, and you buy all their products, but you lose 20 G's on their stock, they're not going to send you a check going, yay, thanks for all the support over the years. We appreciate it. We're having a tough time. So here, shareholders, here's a little extra, money for you to cover your losses. They're not going to do that. They're not going to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. So as I wrap this up, this is what you got. You got to shut this stuff off. This is why I keep telling about it. I know it's entertaining. It can be, but these people don't have your time horizon. So, for example, maybe somebody's out there right now saying, look, is now a good time to buy stocks? Well, if your time horizon's 30 years, yeah, it's a great time. Just keep buying. The stock market will go up over time, okay? But if you're a trader and you're trying to pay bills and you're trying to make money, or the most amount of money, and you're having this aggressive approach, is now the best time to do what most are saying and load up on stocks? No, it's not. You don't have the green light yet to do that. The market just closed under daily lows. There are other levels down through the charts that are far more important, that are far more relevant that it may get to, higher probabilities that we get to, and there are better spots. It doesn't matter how much the market has fallen, like it didn't matter how much it went up. It's all part of the cycle. So get rid of these biases. There's this period of time where you know you're wrong. Stop looking for bottoms. Stop smoking that hopium. When you're wrong, admit you're wrong. Adjust with the times. We all have to do it. Sometimes we got to be bullish. Sometimes we got to be bearish. Sometimes we need to be able to do that within the same 20-minute span because things go back and forth. I mean, look how some of these charts are working. You have to be in that type of mentality. And you have to stop being the hoper if you want to succeed at this. I mean, that's plain and simple. You got to control those biases and control those hopes, and you'll be fine. You do that, you'll be able to see everything. Trust me, do it. Just try it. Try it on Monday. Just try to see it for what it really is. And when you do that, the market becomes pure. It becomes the most effective way for you to make money, and this whole world just will open up to you. Like the sky's the limit, man. Trust me. Trust me. So anyway, I'm going to finish my Japanese whiskey. I'm still drinking the Japanese whiskey. And I want to thank you for watching this happy hour. Again, don't forget about Market Mutterings. As I said at the beginning, we closed at a really significant level here on the markets. Something we really got to start watching here on Monday. So until then, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. Take care. Trade well. Cheers.